So this is a bullet hole here in the VPO's door. Exit wound over there.
Alaska turns into the Wild West.
The guy pulls out a gun and starts shooting holes in the guy's boat.
What's up? I'm from Alaska.
I hollered that I have a gun to come out of the woods.
Whoa, who's this?
And troopers must play sheriff.
The only cop that they have had to leave town because things got a little too dangerous for him.
Open the door and I'm gonna kick it open. Come on out now. I'm gonna finish breaking your door down. State troopers with the war, open the door. Go on in. This is real Alaska.
300-pound black bear can just shred you to pieces. If you make yourself look like prey, it's usually what you'll become. There we go. It's Grizz.
30 miles north of the Arctic Circle lies Kotzebue. One of the most remote locales in all of Alaska. Home to just over 3,000 residents. And it's Trooper Tim Smith's job to keep the peace here.
Been here for just over 2 months now, and I just transferred out of Palmer Post. I'm excited. This is where I've wanted to be since I joined.
Today, he's catching a plane to one of the most isolated and dangerous villages in the area.
We're heading out to Ambler. It's one of the interior villages. Lately, it's been kind of hopping. We've had a lot of illegal alcohol manufacturing, and it's been leading to a lot of other problems.
90% of crime in rural Alaska is alcohol-related. One of the most prevalent is homebrew, which is made of yeast, sugar, and juice, and can be more potent than store-bought beer. Many rural villages have outlawed alcohol completely. But in Ambler, illegal brewers are refusing to stop production.
Right now, there's no law enforcement in town. The only cop that they have essentially had to leave town because things got a little too dangerous for him. You can draw an alcohol nexus on just about anything that happens in Western Alaska. If we were to get the homebrew off the streets, most of our crime in Western Alaska would probably go away.
After over an hour-long flight, Trooper Smith heads straight to the home of the village police officer.
Hey. So this is a bullet hole here in the VPO's door, and this is why he's currently not in town. There's a bullet hole exit wound over there in that window. Hello? Hello? He left town for a couple of weeks because things were getting a little too dangerous for him.
Smith wants some answers and heads to the source, the home of one of the village's most notorious suspected brewers.
It's like having a Wild Wild West, huh? That's when you could just have a gun pointed at you in the window and you wouldn't know. He's got a sign here that says, "No trespassing. If you're law enforcement, show a search warrant. If I'm under arrest, show me an arrest warrant. If you don't have any of those, turn around, don't come back. Thank you." So, anyways, that's what I'm dealing with. I think he knows I'm not going to abide by that. I don't like walking up to somebody's house who's already a little hostile. He's got a paddle lock on the door. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's home. Yep. This is a bucket, and in it is homebrew. they're going to recognize this bucket because the individual who owns it is kind of notorious for carrying it around town and selling his liquor out of it. So it's not going to take long for word to travel to the fella that I've got it. I want folks to know that you're walking around town with a bucket of homebrew, we'll take it from you, we'll charge you, we'll arrest you.
To help with the arrest, Trooper Smith calls in an undercover officer from the Alaska Drug Unit, whose identity must remain hidden.
He's hiding, but we'll go find him.
But confronting him is risky. Bootlegging is big business in these remote parts, and the suspect might not give it up without a fight. They think he's hiding here at his sister's house.
She's ridiculous. She's the biggest homebrewer we have out here. It's kind of a family affair. Watch for anybody bailing out of here. Hello. Hey, what's happening?
I've got numerous reports that you're being.
Yeah, as long as I breathe, they're all in something on me.
It's because you're brewing.
You guys didn't even find nothing when you guys told me you guys won't find nothing again. And you guys, well, get a search warrant.
Is this brew going on right here with the door open inside the shed? I can see an open bag going on here, and I smell brew coming out of there.
There ain't nothing. You guys don't be
Okay.
nothing.
Oh, I'm not searching. Your door is open, and I can see an open bag right here, and I can smell it right here.
There's nothing in there for you to search. So.
Well, you're brewing right here in your shed.
No. If I was brewing, you think I would leave the door open? I'm not that stupid.
Well, I'm not saying that you are or you aren't, but I'm saying that that looks a heck of a lot like brew coming out of that bucket right there.
You know what? You guys get a search warrant and get out of my property.
Okay. Okay. Well, then you come any closer, okay, and we're gonna have problems. All right. You're not gonna shut this. All right. Because what I'll do is I'll seize and apply for a search warrant for the shed if that's what I have to do. Okay. Don't get smart with me. Okay.
Get a search warrant.
Okay.
Yep. Get a search warrant.
If she's brewing in here, then she's gonna have ingredients in there, which and she easily be dumping that stuff right now. So if we're gonna apply for a search warrant, we need to seize the whole place.
You need to exit the residence right now. We're going to come in and secure it so you can't dispose of any evidence. Okay, well then, you and everybody else inside needs to come outside while we apply for a search warrant. I get a strong odor.
You can either come to the door or we're gonna break the door.
I'm going to give you to the count of 10, and then we're going to come inside your house, and we're going to seize your residence in anticipation for a search warrant. Okay?
Okay. You want to breach?
Yeah. Oh, come on out! Come on out now! Come on out now! I'm going to finish breaking your door down. Okay, come on out, and everybody else. Come on out. Everybody else needs to exit the residence. Come on out. Ma'am, you need to exit the house.
But her brother, their suspect, isn't there.
Get your guys out of here right now. Right now, both of you guys.
Get out here.
Get out. We're going to sue you guys. You guys are going to get sued big time.
We're well within our law being able to do that. I'm not trying to play around with you. I told you what we were doing.
I'm not going to stand out here in the rain.
Well, I didn't ask you to. You don't have to stay here at all.
Innocent until proven guilty. What happened to that?
There was a strong odor of alcoholic beverage coming out of the residence.
After an hour,
Nice.
they get their search warrant.
You want to start with the res? Or do you want to see what's in this? See what's in this bucket?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be brew still left in there. There's brew, gonna be some brew, measurable amount to the bottom. That's an old homebrew bag, and that's a bottle of Rich and Rare. Are those gas funnels, or that got brew in those funnels there? Hopefully that's gas, but that could be brew, couldn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. The latest trend is.
But the most damaging evidence is inside the house.
You know what this is?
She tried to hide it by pouring it into her honey bucket.
Honey buckets are crude toilets.
We got evidence tampering now.
Yeah. Most folks out here don't have plumbing. The owner of the residence ran into the bathroom, tried to dispose of evidence. But the deal is she can't flush it. So what I was pouring out was a mixture of home-brewed urine and stuff from the honey bucket. Now we're in a position where we need to make our arrest.
They head to the woman's mother's house.
Troopers.
What can I do for you?
Is around? She said she was going to come over here. We just went and did a search warrant on her.
You can come here.
Huh, she jump in somebody's boat and head up to camp?
I don't think so.
But Smith's not buying it.
Well, that confirms my suspicions then that as soon as she left, she hopped in somebody's boat and headed down to camp.
So they head to the river to track her down.
That's the problem. Let's find her.
We'll get her sick.
Okay. Let's go run down there and stop him.
What do you guys do down here?
But these boaters aren't their
Did
suspects.
you guys try some fishing?
No.
Their suspects most likely went upriver and disappeared into the fish camps.
Both folks and their family ended up taking off and kind of fleeing town. We'll come back and we'll arrest her. She's not running from the crime. We'll still get her.
But the troopers have stumbled upon more evidence of alcohol infiltrating the villages.
Gas jug. Got to take that in so nobody steals it, huh?
Yeah.
I got a little odor of booze, so somebody's got some booze on him.
Oh,
Who is it? Well, I see the empty jugs down there. Was that where they had the brew in it?
no, we picked up trash.
Okay. Do me a quick favor, man, real quick. Since you're the driver of this boat, you can count, right? Everybody can count, right?
I can count.
Can you count backwards for me from 69 to 54?
69 to 54.
Yeah, can you do that?
And I'm old, dude.
Well, I'm getting there myself, but can you do that test for me? 69 to 54?
Yeah.
Okay.
69, 54. What? Please don't disrespect me.
Okay, I know that you've been drinking tonight, and we both know that you had a little bit of booze. Just go ahead and wrap your lips around here and go ahead and blow through the tube. Keep on blowing. We'll hear it click. Keep going. Good. Okay. PBT's a 231. The problem is that you've had a substantial amount to drink tonight, whether you're driving a motor vehicle, all right, whether you're driving a fishing boat, or whether you're driving a four-wheeler. You can't be driving drunk, okay? And you're drunk, so you're going to go to jail for DUI. He had 2 jugs of homebrew that he had consumed while he was out fishing. What if you crashed into somebody else who's on the boat?
It's not the brother-sister homebrewer team they wanted, but the arrest makes the streets of Ambler safer tonight.
Most of the crime here in the village is alcohol-related. So every time that we can get some of that homebrew off the streets, we could be potentially saving lives.
Across the state, it's only 11 o'clock at night in Fairbanks. And Trooper Ryan Lott's night is heating up.
It looks like there's a vehicle just stolen from Lakeview Terrace. They should be coming down this way, see if we can find them.
And when pursuing fleeing suspects, Alaska's almost 24-hour summer daylight gives troopers an advantage. But Lott's not the only chase car. The car owner is also pursuing the stolen vehicle.
C-43, what type of vehicle was the complainant that was on chasing them that been in?
He's trying to get more information back, but unable to contact him at this point.
Nearly 60% of all Alaskans are armed, so Lott must find them before the owner takes matters into his own hands.
Be advised, the complaint and located the vehicle. Currently, they ditched it. They both took off running.
With the suspects and owner in a foot chase, Lott's now driving into a potentially life-threatening call.
A lady across the street, she says that she hears sounds like somebody's possibly getting beat up.
So now someone's calling and saying that someone may be in some kind of physical altercation. This could be just about anything.
Wearing a zip-up jacket. He's a native guy. He ran that way in the woods.
They meet the stolen vehicle's owner on scene.
I spun my truck around and chased him down this way. And I seen him spin into this way. And they pulled here and dove into the woods. The car reversed all the way over there and smashed into the... I'm guessing he left it in gear.
Yeah.
I hollered that I have a gun to come out of the woods. The lady came out. The guy ran.
They detain the female passenger.
He's gonna go to jail for like ever.
Going over here or over there?
We went in right there, sir. Right there where it's breaking.
Looks like we got probably one person that fled on foot in the woods.
And quickly set up a perimeter to block the man's escape. Trooper Lott heads in to flush him out. But he could be walking right into a trap.
Show me your hands now! Show me your hands! Show me your hands now! Show me your hands! Get up! Get on your stomach now! Get on your stomach now! Put your hands up.
No.
Are you the guy that arrested me last time?
Yeah, I am the guy that arrested you last time.
Am I on the last of the state troopers? What up? What up, family?
Keep walking. Watch out for that big mound of skirt there.
That motherfucker. That.
Hey, calm down.
Dude, that guy. My dad's son. That guy's a thief. I'm going. What's up? I'm from Alaska. What's up, cousins? This is real Alaska.
Turns out the suspect is a repeat offender.
Same kids from down there.
So we didn't learn our lesson last time.
There was a case that I had last winter where some juveniles stole 2 vehicles. It was him and a friend, and we caught them for the same thing, vehicle theft.
Into my butt.
Keep on. This PBT is 209.
See my homies?
Pretty lucky to find him. He'll be charged with vehicle theft, obviously, as well, along with DUI. Some people don't learn.
Can't wait to see everyone. Can't wait to see myself.
He's got some growing up to do.
Peace out, cousins. I'll see you soon.
While the endless light of summer can help troopers catch suspects fleeing in the woods, when winter strikes, the near constant darkness can also have its advantages. The cover of night helps troopers sneak up on dangerous criminals and take them by surprise.
I'll be there in about 10. We got a report about a month ago of a burglary at our residence here in the Fairbanks area. It looks like some people broke into their house and stole quite a few items, upwards of about $11,000 or so. We ended up yesterday doing a buy and ended up seizing one of the items that was positively identified. So what we're doing now is we're going to execute a search warrant. This is definitely something that you don't want to do by yourself.
Haley meets up with other troopers to brief them on the stolen goods and the suspects.
Okay. That's a list of what we're looking for. Obviously, we're looking for any kind of weapons that might be around. We're looking for her. If she's there, make sure we definitely get a cell phone for her. Him as well, any kind of information that we have on him. Again, cell phones are important. And then this guy here, this guy could be a big one too. He's got some previous theft stuff and drug use.
Is there any reason to believe he's armed?
Yeah. It's a pretty wide open property, so I think our best bet is just go on there hot, pull in the driveway, bail out of the cars and get to the front door.
If we take fire or take fire on the way up, we're gonna back up and we're gonna take perimeter. If one of us takes a round, your vehicle will be last.
Okay.
So we'll throw the trooper in the back of the vehicle and we'll go. Okay.
Okay. We're not really sure if these people know that we're coming right now. We have to assume that they do. If they know we're coming and they're inside and we're outside and trying to get in. So there's always the danger of them having guns or weapons or anything like that. And we got to all file through a narrow doorway, and it kind of leaves us wide open. So it's always a little nerve-wracking whenever we do things like this.
25, myself, 33, and 32 are 10-19. The driveway, we'll go from there.
25, 33. When we get up there, you want to bail out. We'll have 32 turn his lights on when we're ready to announce.
Mike off as we approach and then turn them all on.
As soon as I get ready to pull onto the driveway, I want to go and hit my overheads.
Just flip them on, bail out, we'll go up to the door, knock, give them their time, and then we'll go in.
Slow up.
State troopers with the warrant! State troopers with the search warrant! State troopers with the search warrant! State troopers with the warrant! State troopers with the warrant, open the door! State troopers with the warrant, open the door! State troopers with a search warrant, come to the door! State troopers with the warrant, open the door!
Going in. Put your hands up! Come here. Who else is in the house?
Nobody. Nobody's in here.
Turn around.
Put your hands in the back. You in the back room, put your hands up.
Watch them. Clear.
Clear?
Clear.
There's a rifle and there's weapons there.
Sit down.
Who owns all the firearms? I do. You do, sir? Yes, I do.
What's your name?
Well, it's right there.
The troopers find the robbery suspect.
We have a copy of a warrant here. So basically what happens, we have reason to believe that inside the house are items that were taken during the theft of the house.
There ain't nothing in here. They can go and search whatever they want. There's not in here.
Now you got some prescription pills, though.
No.
They're not, or they're not yours?
Not prescription, nothing.
Okay, listen, man. The faster you cooperate with me, the faster I can get you out of here, okay? If you're complicating things and you're not being honest with me, then it's just longer we're gonna be in here.
You guys ask me any questions?
Is that what your choice? You want a lawyer? Okay. Go ahead and sit back down.
Please desist.
Why don't you guys go ahead and start running those guns?
You guys allowed to just take pictures of all my stuff? Yep. Not like a violation of my privacy. This search warrant takes away your right to privacy. That's what the search warrant does.
10-9. You check the back. Nothing we're looking for.
Their search turns up nothing, and troopers fear he may have moved the stolen goods elsewhere.
Troop coming out. There's nothing that matches the description.
Any cell phones or anything like that?
He's got a cell phone. I want to go and seize that. He's a suspect in a few other things in addition.
Although this investigation stalls, almost 450 miles west, back to the Arctic hub of Kotzebue, Trooper Gordon Young is on the trail of another thief.
We're trying to hurry and get to Norvik right now. We got a suspect in a burglary.
Someone burglarized the village of Norvik's only store, getting away with $9,000 worth of goods essential to life in the rural village.
My suspect is trying to flee the town right now, so we're trying to hurry and get there before he goes.
Young charters a plane to get to the village quickly, in the hopes of catching the thief and recovering the stolen goods.
I got my VPOs looking for him now. This is a constant thing for me to come to this village and do things. Dude, the whole town knows I'm here, I guarantee it. You looked at all the video, Joe?
The Norvik village police officer cues up the surveillance video of the burglary.
Is that when it was at, like 15?
This is towards the end.
This one here.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Just watch that again. Right here.
Yeah.
Young's encountered one of the thieves before.
I saw him for like 2 seconds and knew it was him. Some people that's running from us just aren't very violent, but this particular guy is.
He also stole large amounts of ammunition.
They didn't take any guns, did they?
Bunch of bullets.
So the suspect could be heavily armed.
He's got a couple of felony assault convictions on his record, so I need to watch myself. Somebody will want to run to the airport and see if he's getting on the plane.
The last flight of the day leaves in 20 minutes.
Just run down there.
It's the suspect's only way out of the village, and Young believes he may try to get on.
Where's a grayish blue jacket?
So I guess we'll go back to town.
The investigation shifts to a manhunt.
Okay, so we'll go and try and find him.
Young heads to the burglar's last known location.
State trooper, open the door. Open the door, I'm gonna kick it open. State trooper, open the door. Open the door, I'm gonna kick it open. Come on. Sit right here. Hey, who's this? Howdy, how are you? Whoa, who's this? Hey. Who? What's his name? Hey, come talk to me again like that. What's his last name? Okay. Come open the door. I'm gonna come in. Who's out in the shack now? So, somebody probably might want to open the door. I'm gonna kick it open. Who else is in here? You guys know where at? When's the last time anybody's seen him? Okay. Where'd you see him at? Here? Okay. You don't know where he's at now? Okay.
Their only lead for the burglary suspect goes nowhere. But suddenly, the village police officer receives an important tip.
All right, thanks. The person we're looking for obviously was across the street. Went through the back door and he's off out on that end somewhere.
Let's go.
Not long into their search, Trooper Young spots his suspect.
I'm gonna go around to stay right here. So, man, tell me what's going on. Why did you break into the native store?
I didn't break into the native store.
Okay. Do you want me to take you and show you the video of you in the native store?
That was me.
Yeah, it was. Dude, it's you! I've seen you. I know who you are. Any reason why you jumped out the window and run down to here?
What window? I never jump out no window.
Anything else you want to tell me? Okay, you're under arrest. You gonna cooperate with me?
No.
Okay. Turn around and go this way.
Now, Young must turn his attention to finding the stolen goods.
I did some interviews, and I got an anonymous tip.
He heads to the house where he thinks they're stashed.
So nobody lives here, really? Let me look in the window, see if I see anything. Oh,
what's underneath. Jeez.
But it's only a few small items.
Okay, well, I guess we recovered something.
.12 gauge shells. They were buried in the snow.
Young fears the man's already sold the rest of the loot. But then,
Got one box of 12 gauge shells.
Have all kinds of stuff in here.
Up in the attic there.
Oh. This right here is probably about $400. Just this little box right here. $100. This is probably $800-900. Just a box here. Yeah, $500. I was shocked. I was surprised that the stuff was actually still here. Probably a couple, $3,000 or $4,000 worth of stuff I've recovered.
Up here, it's hard to have troopers stationed here. I wish we could have them in a community all the time. I'm happy for these guys.
It helps the native store recover some of their stuff so they're not out a whole bunch of money. Hey, I'm in this for the community. That's what I'm doing.
over 500 miles south in the Matsu Valley.
MACCOM 5B2 tonight.
Wildlife Trooper Sergeant Doug Massey responds to a hunting call deep in the Alaskan backwoods.
I got a complaint about one bear baiter says another bear baiter is compromising his safety because he's put a station real close to his, and he thinks that he might get hit by a stray bullet.
Beginning in April, baiting is allowed to make bear hunting easier. But they make Massey's job much more dangerous.
We've had a lot of bear problems, particularly in the past week. Last year, we had record snowfall. It was rough on every animal, moose, bear. Everything's a little bit behind this year. You know, they've been out for a couple weeks now, just starting to get moving, getting real hungry.
Wildlife Trooper Sergeant Doug Massey responds to a hunting call deep in the Alaskan backwoods. On today's patrol, he's teaming up with rookie Wildlife Trooper Ernie Brent.
I'd like to get down there before the bears start coming out.
And getting to the bait takes them straight into bear country.
Remember on this one, he did kill a black bear here a while back. If he hauled the carcass out, it's not going to be a problem, but if he left the carcass here, there could be one on it right now. They're kind of do what they want to do. Watch yourself. You want your gun?
Yeah.
Nobody knows if a bear's going to be here or not. That's why we're always prepared as if there's one there. 300-pound black bear can just shred you to pieces. You know, we've had numerous documented human fatalities from bears. The worst thing you can do is run away. If you make yourself look like prey, it's usually what you'll become. What I like to do is just talk normal, like make noise, because the last thing you want to do is
sneak up on one.
Yeah, surprise a bear. It's not a great idea. That's why we carry the big guns. Do you smell that weird smell? Ugh, man. Something's been here.
It's not long before Massey discovers there are much bigger dangers here.
There we go. It's a grizz. they'll get grizzly in here and it'll just chase off all the black bears because they're the dominant bear. There's plastic chewed up right there. Take pieces off the site and you can see where they've been chewing on that. Great.
They head deeper into bear country in search of the bait stand.
Smell that? Smell again? Just be cognizant of brownies.
I think I see it right through here. Yeah, there's a stand. Marshmallows and popcorn.
Marshmallows, popcorn. Got some grain in there.
Yeah.
You can see where his teeth, these scrape marks, trying to get his lips in there. And one time I went up on a stand, I saw a bear sitting on his butt up against a tree, and he would reach in and he would just eat the food out of it. It was hilarious. He looked like Pooh Bear with his honey. This site's set up to shoot the opposite direction, so it's not a safety issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pretty far away.
I'm thinking what it boils down to is, you know, hunter courtesy.
They determine the site is safe and not infringing on the neighboring hunters' bear bait station.
Well, there's some hurt feelings, and unfortunately, there's nothing we're gonna do about that because we're not the hurt feelings police.
On the back roads of the Matsu Valley, Trooper Knoll pulls over a speeder on a deserted roadway. Never a routine traffic stop in a state with the highest reported rate of assaults on officers.
Nothing can compare to being a trooper in Alaska. Your backup can be 30, 40 minutes away. You've got to learn how to think on your feet and handle situations by yourself, you know, knowing that it's going to be a while before you have anybody there to back you up. How you doing?
Not too bad.
The reason I'm stopping you is you were driving 45 up Horizon, and then you turned down the Polaris without using your turn signal.
Oh, my bad.
Do you have ID on you, man? But just sit tight. I'll be back in a minute, okay? And CIC 1B45.
1B45
2729 times 2.
is Valid Delta. He's on probation for mix 2. He also has a GC warning on file.
10 for it.
Knoll just pulled over one of the most notorious meth cooks in the history of the Matsu Valley. Trooper Knoll has just pulled over one of Alaska's original meth makers.
Were you a heroin user?
Me?
Yeah.
Methamphetamines.
Meth. Did you smoke it or inject it?
Actually, I made it.
Oh, you cooked it?
I did 10 years on it.
Interesting. He's a known meth cook. He's on probation. He doesn't want to go back to jail. He knows that I'm the only one out here. Right now, we're about 15 miles away from the closest backup, and we're in a neighborhood out where people wouldn't be too friendly to our presence anyways. Hey, why don't you step out real quick? You're on probation, man?
Yeah.
What's that, for mix?
Yeah.
And just keep your hands out of your pocket. How much longer are you on probation for?
2016 or something stupid.
Okay. What's this here?
Good question.
Butterfly knife?
Damn it.
What do you have a butterfly knife for?
I'm allowed to have a 3-inch knife.
It's a gravity knife. It's illegal.
Oh.
Yeah. Pretty sharp. right, just step back here.
There's still one more person to question.
Hey, just keep your hands up where I can see him. Any guns in the car?
No.
Are you a user?
No. I've been clean for 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yes, sir.
What do you use when you're...
I usually use heroin, but
What's this here?
I don't know. I
All right, just sit there, keep your hands up on the dash, okay? He had 3 knives on him. You know, he was prepared for some sort of interaction.
Noel calls the driver's probation officer.
Hey, it's Trooper Noel. Can you hear me okay? I'm out here with one of your clients out off of KGB. He had 3 knives on him. He had a gravity knife, he had another pocket knife, and then he had a 10-inch hunting knife on him, and a baseball bat behind his driver's seat. All right, will do. All right, thank you. All right, step on out. Here's the deal, man. They want you to report first thing in the morning. That gonna be a problem with you? Okay. Here, we'll walk up to the truck and take these off.
Can I grab my pocket knife?
No, just leave that there. Be grabbing any knives.
No problem if I claim it. Huh? I'm allowed to have a 3-inch pocket knife.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in your toolbox. I just don't like people picking up knives when I'm talking to them. He was one of the main meth cooks in the valley for quite a while.
I got caught the New Year's 2003.
So that was right when meth was hitting it big in the valley then.
Yeah, I was the old one of the bookmen.
One of the originals, huh?
Look, man, I don't even have a cell phone.
Yeah.
That's how far away from everybody I'm trying to stay.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Well, I don't blame you.
It's mid-spring in Palmer.
Warm weather's hitting, the sun's up, everybody's kind of out after being caged in all winter. It's been busy and crazy.
And as the days grow longer and residents finish their spring cleaning, Storia gets even busier.
Mail called in, said he was cleaning out one of the sheds and located a wire up in the rafters. He pulled it down, it ended up being explosive. It is very unstable. Radio frequencies can set it off. If your cell phone's transmitting, it can set it off. It could be very dangerous.
With residents potentially in harm's way, Trooper Storia must get there fast.
I'm just going to go up, get a quick picture of it, and get the heck away from it. I don't care to lose fingers or a hand over touching something because it's neat looking.
He arrives on scene and meets the anxious homeowner.
Hey, how's it going?
Down to that street shed out there.
All right, where's it sitting at now?
I set it on the flag over here. Did you run it?
Yeah, it's right here.
Although small, the blasting cap is capable of blowing off limbs.
All right, these things, they're pretty unstable. With the wires being connected, it can be very just unpredictable what it's going to do, and it can go off on its own. Wish I didn't have so many electronic devices. And I just got to turn off all my electronic devices here because I don't want to get shrapnel in the face.
The device is armed, so Storia calls in the bomb squad.
After looking at your picture, that is indeed a commercial flight. Cat, go. We'll be on our way up there. I'd like you to stay. That way, if we have to do an evacuation, we will mitigate that problem.
All right. Now it's a waiting game. I don't know how big of an explosion it can make, so we got to get it disposed of properly.
After a tense 45 minutes, military personnel arrive.
Trooper Stria, you the one I was talking to?
Yes. You want to show us what you got?
Yeah, it's right over here on the log.
Blasting cap's the most sensitive explosive. That's what we use to make that big stuff like dynamite or C4 go off, so. What I want to do is we'll put a tape a military blasting cap to it and make it go away. If you want to go ahead and get the MX-22.
Have it go off and start.
It's our receiver. That's our transmitter. He's just going to test it out.
They must dispose of the explosive quickly and safely.
We could go back to the trooper's vehicle. It should be good to go back there. Nobody's at the back windows in this facility or anything.
Nobody's in there.
Final! 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 No. That's
sandbag.
That little blasting cap will take your hand right off.
Yeah, it made that sandbag jump pretty good.
All that's left is wire. Small but dangerous.
I know there's a lot of those around because everybody gold mined up in Hatcher Pass and all that. I'm sure there's more around than we know of. If you find any more, call us. We'll get them up here again. Hopefully you don't.